Are you struggling to attract high-paying clients? Or maybe just any clients for that matter? Well, your portfolio, or the lack of it, may be the culprit. I'm sure clients want to trust you and want to believe that you can do what you say you can do. But can they really? If they've never seen your work, like ever? The key here is always proof, proof, proof. And that's where your portfolio comes in. It's the physical evidence that you can do what you say you can do. And depending on the service that you offer, it can include images, videos, case studies, links to maybe some features, text files in case you're like a writer or a translator, testimonials if you've worked with anyone that can leave you some few kind words. Wherever the form of media that you use, the key here is to show what you can do and show your results. If you've done a logo design, show the final logo. Maybe show the process if the client lets you. And that's another thing. Always ask for permission whenever relevant. On that note, you can obviously include in your portfolio any work you've done for paid clients. But not only that, because I get a lot of freelancers messaging me asking, I don't have a portfolio because I've never worked with a client. What should I do? Please keep in mind that you can include many other things in your portfolio that are not just paid work, paid client work. You can include work you've done for beta clients, maybe for free or at a discount. You can include work you've done for friends and family, or maybe service swaps. Those can be a lot of fun, actually. Let's say I do logo design and someone does social media posts. I would design a logo for you and you would design a social media post for me. And then you can use your work in your portfolio and I can use my work in my portfolio, and bonus points if we can both leave feedback to each other and leave a testimonial. That would be, the icing on a cake. But let's not just focus on work you've done in a professional setting. You can also include projects you've done, say for school, if you studied the industry that you're working on. For example, I studied multimedia arts, so I created a lot of games, but also a lot of video work. If I didn't have the client work to show, I could include the work I've done in college. You could include personal projects like hobby projects you've done. For example, if you're an illustrator and you do drawings for fun, totally put that in your portfolio. It's totally valid as well because it shows that you can do what you say you can do. It doesn't matter if you got paid for it. It doesn't matter if someone else requested it or if it came out of your head. You can basically do work for mock clients. As a social media manager, I could basically make up a brand, create a social media account for them, and create posts and start posting there. It can be a lot of fun. You can learn a lot from it, and you guessed it, you have a portfolio at the end of that experience. That being said, how do you put this all together? Like, how do you actually show your portfolio? And I wanted to show you some examples. So the first one being a Canva portfolio. So if I can find it here, I do have a portfolio deck on Canva, and that is right here. You can just, in your homepage, you can select presentation, should be right here. Yeah, presentation. And I guess you can search for portfolio. Let's see if they have any templates that you could use. Yeah, as you can see, you have templates that you can go off of for portfolios. I basically created mine. You have about me, what to expect, specialties, client testimonials, everything like that. It also has a link to a case study, which is another thing that you can include in your portfolio, essentially. And then I actually have here a link to my UGC portfolio, which is the next thing I want to talk to you about. If you have a website or if you're open to creating one, you can create a page on your website, or more than one page if you have different types of services, where you showcase your work. So essentially I have this one for specifically my UGC content, and I have a little blurb about me and what I do, and then I have some of my videos that I've done. So for example, let me show you. You can click and it should play. Yeah, so yeah, you can see my work right here. People can see it and browse through it, and they can see different categories and even my packages right there at the end. Obviously, it wouldn't be a Sylvia video if I didn't include this. You can add your portfolio to your Upwork account. I do have, like, for example, here a UGC example. I have one where I show a video that I repurposed for a client, another video type project, video. Another thing you can upload is PDF files. So in this case, I have a case study. So it shows here the first page of the PDF. And then if you click on it, it will open up the full PDF. So it's right here so clients can see it. And essentially a case study, it's more for showing actual results. So like what problem the client had beforehand, what you did to solve it, and the transformation at the end. So for example, for social media, that's great, where you can show some stats and all that good stuff. I also have here an image portfolio item. So again, if you do logo design, illustration, whatever, you can use this format. Another thing I do have here is podcast features, where I've been featured on, and I actually link to my about page, which has the actual podcasts embedded. So right here you can click to play any of them, and also the articles that I've been featured in. So that's pretty much Upwork. And the other thing you have, and I've done a video fully about this, link it in the right corner. I won't say which one it is because I'm pretty sure I'll get it wrong. You have Contra, where you have your portfolios. So I can create essentially my profile. I can request recommendations from people I've worked with. I can add the list of my services, and also I can add samples of my work. You just click here and you fill out everything they ask you to. You obviously can have this profile for people to see, but the best option in my opinion, if you don't know how to create a website, what you can do is you can come right here to your portfolio, and Canva actually takes your services, recommendations, and portfolio items and turns it into pretty much a website, a one-page website, where it has your services, where it has your portfolio, your reviews, and all that. So it has a little blurb about me. It has my social media links, which is great because it allows you to showcase a different side of you, a different type of portfolio. And then people can click here and see my UGC examples. I have different ones. They can see my different services and the pricing, and they can click here to see more information. And they also have the recommendations from people you've worked with. So yeah, that's a nifty little tool. I'll have the link below. I believe you get 1 month for $1 with it, or at least you used to. I'll check if it's active and I'll let you know down in the description. But yeah, that's another great tool to have for your portfolio. And now that you have your portfolio lined up, or once you finish this video and you go ahead and get that portfolio lined up, please make some time this week to do that. Obviously, it's time to reach out to clients with it, because a portfolio is no use if no client ever sees it, right? You can learn my best tips for proposals and pitches right here. I have a full YouTube series about it, so go check it out and maybe even submit yours. I'll see you there.